guys, and welcome to the latest episode of Wrinkles and Gout Kill Diablo.
Yeah,
we're not on Diablo yet, though. You'll notice that David and I have decided the show isn't funny enough, so we wore funny hats.
Funny? This is completely practical. Yeah. Completely.
So, let's get back to the Let's Play here. If you guys remember the cast of Wrinkles and Gout, it is, of course, Wrinkles.
Yeah, forefront.
His bro Gout.
I put some horns on my character, so I had to wear horns myself.
So you got horns on your face, now you got horns on your head.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that Wrinkles is a little horny?
Yeah, a little bit. Most old men are.
Getting there. In his old age.
You see, Junior, when you get to be a certain age... Where am I?
It's good. It's good.
Okay.
Let's kick the game up. Let's get into this.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
I'm just continuing.
Yeah, it's going to continue wherever we were. I mean, like old people, we don't remember what we were doing. And that's fine, because that's part of the game here.
I have gained an ally.
Alright.
Oh, it looks like we're playing adventure mode again.
That's good. We were good at that.
Can we brawl each other?
We can.
Everyone needs a good beating now and again.
Yes, the training grounds.
What happens? No! Go! Ah!
Oh, it's an old man battle. Old man brawl for all.
Why are you gaining so much health? This isn't fair. Although so am I, so it doesn't seem to be.
This is going to be battle eternal right here. I don't even know where.
Where are you going?
Bam. Son. So yeah, for those of you who have been following the Let's Play series, Wrinkles and Gout is a story of two old men who went to fight Diablo and then ended up beating on each other in a graveyard.
Yeah, because, you know, that's what old guys do.
Yeah.
Are you liking my minions there?
They're good. They're good. Let's get out of this.
They seem to be attacking. Why am I slowed so much? Do you have some sort of...
Did I do that? I have no idea.
Maybe.
Is that how you leave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wrinkles and Gout is David and I's Let's Play series where I play a barbarian named Gout and
I play a witch doctor named Wrinkles.
And together we're going to defeat Diablo as old men. But we're a little low level for Diablo right now, so we've been playing adventure mode to try and gear up. So, I was thinking about this. I'm an aging barbarian, right?
Yeah.
Now, the Eskimo, they're famous for taking their elders who have gone, too many moons, and they put them on an iceberg, or so I'm told. Now, that's probably not true, and vaguely racist, but we're going to run with it anyway.
Did you find that out in Never Alone?
Yes. Yes. So they put the old people on the iceberg, like in Never Alone, and that's where they go to presumably die because they're of no value to the Eskimo society anymore. My theory? This goes on in barbarian society. When you get old enough that you can't, I don't know, do what they expect the young buck barbarians to do, presumably rape, pillage, fight dragons, whatever. They decide to kill you, but because they're not, like a normal race of people, they're a constantly fighting and battling warlike race, their way of killing you is making you to go fight Diablo.
I'm sorry, you lost me.
So Diablo is like the ocean that my iceberg would go out on, but I'm just supposed to go fight this impossibly difficult enemy and die.
So Diablo's an iceberg?
Yes, that was exactly what I was getting at.
Okay. And we're going to go fight an iceberg?
Now we're on the same page now.
Man. Why are they sending old people to fight the evil of Diablo?
It's an odd question as to...
Why are you also leaving burning trails of lava behind you?
That's a barbarian power.
That's pretty cool. I feel like I'm drunk, man. I don't know what's happening.
A little tired. These Tuesday nights, they can be rough sometimes. Early in the week like this, you and I do not perform very well. We sounded lucid for the podcast. Fine. We at least did that. We got through our Destiny discussion without us sounding too crazy, and that was when Andrew was here. Now that Dad's gone,
it's just the mice will play.
Yeah, it's just us being morons. We can say whatever crazy things we want.
So these are
I think
minions.
There's a boss man. Dread the Gorgon.
Oh, he's a desecrator. That's good.
Oh.
That's helpful.
I'm gonna leap at him.
So, I mean, really, Wrinkles and Gout is all about enjoying your time in retirement fighting giant monsters.
I mean,
I'd look forward to it.
This is actually probably what our retirement's going to look like, to be completely honest.
We're going to be sitting on a porch, though, killing monsters.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't
Somewhere
say
in
that.
the Bahamas?
Yeah, I'm not getting ready to embrace old age, but I don't fear it the way previous generations have because I can keep doing the things I love nigh until the grave.
Well, as long as you have eyesight. Although, I'm speaking to the man whose only body part works is his eyes.
That's true. The last thing I have that functions correctly, true fact, is my eyes. 20/20 vision.
Lucky.
We were talking about this on the podcast. So you're colorblind. Is any of Diablo impacted by the red-green color blindness?
Well, like you see my damage tick. I can sometimes see it depending on what background it's on.
But like some of the time you just can't see it all. Does this have some kind of like setting in it for that?
I don't actually know if Diablo has colorblind mode.
I wonder if it would matter.
Probably. Although at the same time, like playing video games with the red-green color deficiency is not that debilitating.
No.
It becomes normal. I mean, we were talking about maps in Call of Duty and Destiny where you can't see the enemies because they're red on black or red on green, but
Right.
for the most part, it doesn't really make any difference. I'm getting beat the crap up.
They put baby in a corner. Oh my god. Gout's getting beat on.
That's alright. I got this bridge held.
I'll fight my way back to you.
I jail her. Do these guys have reflect damage? Because I seem to be taking damage when I attack things again.
I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't, but
Is he? Well, I think it's this hat. It's getting in the way.
the horns you wanted to so badly wear, the horns of power.
The horns of power are not working for the witch doctor.
It's because in real life you have them on your head. You need them on your face. That's where he wears them. They're the face horns.
That's better. I
There you
can't
go.
really see though.
Yeah, no, just keep going. It's going fine.
I need more mana, and there are nothing alive to attack.
Boom.
So we've been talking about like nostalgic games. I really had the craving the other day to play Mario.
Classic Mario?
Old
Like
school
Mario 1.
Mario 3, Mario 1. Like, I don't know why. I should just get an emulator and play.
Yeah.
But,
Well, that's the hard thing about it. Like, we don't have easy access to that. Nobody we know owns a Wii U.
yeah.
So we can't even get on that, like, virtual console action they have.
And I will not ever buy a Wii U.
What do you think triggered it? Why'd you want to go back and play the Mario?
Maybe the music. There's been a lot of music going around, like, my mixes on YouTube, now that it's got the autoplay, it goes to some random stuff. There were a couple of game mixes that had Mario, Zelda, like, dubstep techno remixes of them, and they were fucking awesome.
I was, for a while at work, I was listening to a lot of chiptune. That was, like, the way I was getting to my day.
Chiptune.
You know, we mentioned the monotony of our jobs, but we never really get into it. You should understand that David and I, during the day, we work for a very large Fortune 500 insurance company.
Yep.
And that job's about as much fun as that sentence was to say.
But I mean, at the same time, it gives me abilities to listen to all my favorite audiobooks.
Yeah, well,
or podcasts.
That's what I was going to say. The one
Or
upside of our job
music.
is that, like, we can literally suffer no impact in performance while listening to audiobooks or podcasts or anything else. So we consume a shit ton of media while we're at work.
Do you think that's a generational thing?
Yes.
I definitely do.
Yeah, I 100% think that's generational.
I mean, in terms of, like, our managers and stuff, like, they just don't understand how we can multitask.
No,
and do
they're
what we
constantly like, I can't believe that you're listening to music or
do. How can you listen? So at the first, like, I got the job, and I was like, well, this is pretty easy. This is a steep learning curve. I was like, I'm never going to be able to listen to books or, like, somebody talking to me while I'm doing this. And now it's like,
Now,
I can't not listen to people talk.
Yeah, I literally, like, lose so much productivity if I don't have something to listen to. I've been listening, like, obviously I was talking about, I was listening to Gunslinger. Normally I listen to my podcast.
Oh, the Gunslinger. That is a good series.
So good.
until
So
the
good to
end.
get back to. yeah, the end's no good. But, I mean, even up until the very end, it's really good. Even through Wolves of the Call, those are good books. I forgot just how much I love it. There's so many little Stephen King-isms in them. Like that thing I was telling you about the puking.
Yeah.
Regurgitation. Say what you will about regurgitation, but its one perk is that while it's happening, you don't have to think about anything else.
Yeah, you don't really think about anything else.
So good. So good. Classic Stephen King. He's a mainer.
Yeah, he's a manner. Hardcore born and raised.
Yeah, that
Got a
happens to me.
mansion.
I don't know. So at work, like, I'll occasionally do that. It might not be a soundtrack. Like, they might mention a game on one of the podcasts I'm doing, or I'll read an article about it, and then I'll be like, damn, I really want to play that game. But you run into the problem with those nostalgic games that how are you going to play them? You got to have the system. Or you got to steal it and emulate it, which is kind of crummy.
Well, emulating it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Any of the emulators I've gotten for like old school brick Nintendo have just been broken. Or it's the weird changing it to the QWERTY keyboard as opposed to holding the box controller.
You just can't do that straight up, especially with a platform. And then like if you get a PC controller, it's not like it's not right. It's not like exactly the same.
Not the same.
Yeah, I can't do that action. And I mean, like, I'm obviously a PC Master Race gamer. I got plenty of PC games that I love. I even started my Diablos on PC, even with Diablo 3. But
yeah,
Jesus, sometimes there are just games where I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. Although I have been thinking about getting the Xbox 360 controller for PC so I can play Ori and the Blind Forest. Because I don't have an Xbox One, and I really wanted to play that game.
I don't know that one at all.
It's a platformer, and it's adorable. The Disney-esque platformer with it's basically a Metroidvania where you play as this little forest creature and his forest being destroyed by something, and you have a big Hero 6 like friend guy in the beginning who's with you. He dies.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a rad game. It's really pretty, which is a big draw for me is the art.
There's a lot of art requirements. Like the new level of gaming is you have to have a beautiful game.
Oh yeah.
Like I mean, I just got the Bloodborne worm.
That Bloodborne.
Pretty hardcore.
That Bloodborne.
Kill the remaining enemies.
Yeah, Matt.
But like, that game's really freaking pretty. You were talking about Destiny being really pretty and how you forgot because sometimes it grinded you to halts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a straight up gorgeous game. Bloodborne is like an exceptionally good looking game.
Yeah. Art's really good, and it's really fun to play because I don't like Dark Souls games at all.
You didn't get into Dark Souls at all when the last time you were playing it?
No, I suck at them. I really like straight out horrible.
Well, everybody technically sucks at Dark Souls.
No, like horrible. The difference with Bloodborne, I feel, is that it's not as punishing, but it's still punishing. If that makes any sense at all.
I think Bloodborne definitely, I would never say it's easier than Dark Souls. It's definitely easier than Dark Souls 2, because that game is just like unbelievably hard.
Yeah.
But I think it's just more accessible than Dark Souls is. For
Yeah.
whatever reason, maybe because the combat is a little faster technically and things. Like that's why, but it does feel easier to pick up. I think there are a lot more people who, with that being their entry to kind of the Souls franchise, it's an easier starting point.
It's like they changed WoW to be a more user-friendly game, not as daunting to get into.
Yeah.
It's a good direction change.
It's also just such an aesthetically nice game to play. It's so pretty, it sounds pretty, it's creepy.
It's terrifying.
It's like the first legit horror game we've had in a long time, too. There's a bit of gaming nostalgia. The horror genre.
Yeah.
We haven't had proper survival horrors in a long, long time.
I was actually just listening to Clueless Gamer, Conan O'Brien, which, if you haven't listened to, are funny as hell.
Yeah, those are really
Even if you
good.
don't like gaming, he's just funny. So he was playing the PC horror games, so he played like Amnesia and Slenderman and a couple others. And
Oh, man.
it's just, it was funny as hell to just watch him be freaked out. Or just make fun of the horrible, whatever the hell, Dr. Crazy from Outlast.
Yeah.
It's good. Horror games have been... There's something about sitting in a dark room with a PC, terrified to death that something's gonna crawl through the screen and kill you.
So, yeah, like, Five Nights at Freddy's is like the game that's like the pinnacle of that craze. But we had like Slenderman and all these other games like that. They're the jump scare horror genre.
Yeah.
We have that, but we haven't had the psychological horror game in a while.
No.
I think Bloodborne's the first one that like legitimately creeped the fuck out of me in a long time. Like, the longer you play in that world, it's just unnerving. It wears on you. The details in it get to you, and eventually you're just unsettled by being there. But in like a way that's fun. It's scary, but it's like a good haunted house because you're having a good time while you're scared.
And that is the treasure. Finding something that does it well is the hard part.
Yeah, because like there's also like just like in horror movies, I think there's a glut of kind of gore porn video games. where they're like, oh, we're just gonna gross the fuck out of you, and that's our game, and it doesn't need to have good gameplay, and it doesn't actually have to be scary, it just has to be gross. It's like, well,
Which,
no.
it isn't fun.
No.
Whereas something like Bloodborne that just puts your edge up all the time. No break, no constant. Like, it's great. It's great. You can tell I just got into it.
Fall down that rabbit hole. So you got the cleric beast, right? You're one boss in right now?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And just grinding up. I'm playing it like an old school Final Fantasy game. I figured I'm just gonna kill these people until till I can kill everything else easy, and then go through the game that way.
That strategy will serve you pretty well in the first playthrough. I will say on New Game Plus, you do have to start making some harder choices about how to advance. But I actually kind of like that the game dramatically changed your second time through. It didn't keep the same curve.
That is good. It keeps your interest for longer. No, and then
Our old guys are getting way more badass.
yeah, I think I picked up some armor or clothes. I should probably put them on.
Don't worry about that.
The
Tri-Rune Monument from the Tri-Rune Tournament.
My spiders will take care of it. I think I'm good. Oh god.
Hey, there's a lot. Oh god. There are a lot of mans around me. I cannot.
Well, you should come over here, because I'm retreating.
Yeah. I'm trying to retreat with you, but they're not coming with me completely.
It's the better part of valor. You see here, Sonny, I'm throwing cans of spiders at them, and it's not very effective in killing them.
Yeah, your guy makes an interesting choice in weapon. I'm carrying around axes and bleeding things.
Hey man, I have Ghostbuster powers too. See the blue flame of justice?
Yeah, and your guy's using like a sparkler and bags of spiders.
Hey man, I steal your souls too, and still have creepy hands.
Yeah, okay, the creepy hands and the summons are at least weapons. I'll back that.
The creepy hands are actually not weapons, they just slow people. Like I said when we started this, I brought along a kitchen utensil and some sort of chicken, and we're gonna go from there.
I like it. That's how we entered this world, though. You know, Social Security failing, two guys hit the road,
butt naked,
old
screaming for loot.
Yeah, Ozzy and Harriet. The slaying world.
The people had no one else, so we had to save the world.
Yeah, it was just old people left. There were no country for young men.
No country at all.
No.
Have you seen the monsters in the fields? There is no country left.
Yeah, Sanctuary's a shitty place to live. Plus, why are there still farmers out here? Like, honestly, go the F home. Why do you live in this hellhole?
People's gotta eat.
Well, yeah, you're not actually going to get any farming done with any of those rat bastard monsters all over the place ruining everything for you. Get a look at this guy. The Moon Clan Impaler? You telling me you got time to go out there and pull the potatoes up with this jackal running around murdering people?
It's not just this jackal, it's all his friends, too.
Yeah, there was like a freaking horde of them.
Diablo, man. It makes as much sense as, I don't know, Tuesdays going up.
Don't go there.
I'm sorry, man. I already went there. I don't know why I have a southern accent today. It's been like all day.
Straight up broken, David.
Maybe.
Oh. They're in the meat grinder. Don't run, Wrinkles. Hold them in.
I can't. I'm fragile.
As one.
Solidarity. I still remember that. Freaking Dota. God. That guy's beating me up senselessly. I don't think I like it.
You know, actually, to continue yet again another lunchtime conversation, you can improve a lot of video games with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
We were talking about a theory today, Internet. Of course, again, another shout out to one of our buddies at work, Adam. He's a big fan of Patrick Swayze. Espouses.
Big fan is an understatement.
Yeah, he's got a lot of man love for Swayze. But he did bring up an interesting point today at lunch. We were talking about movies you could improve by replacing the lead with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Some good ones. You had suggested Titanic. I think that's spot
Although
on.
instead of replacing Leonardo,
You replace Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
So it's a romance story between Leonardo
Two bros.
DiCaprio and
we'll just put Swayze
his handsome,
in old makeup.
older but still handsome Patrick Swayze man crush. Yeah, I think that would be brilliant. I don't think that he was necessarily a good replacement for the lead in Malcolm X,
No.
as was suggested, but, you know, he's not going to win them all.
Although, we did discuss that if you replace him or Nick Cage in any of his movies...
Yeah, it's true.
Patrick
If you stick him in
Swayze.
any of the Nick Cage movies, he actually makes them better, which is sad, because Nicolas Cage is one of the drawing points for a film like National Treasure, but you put Swayze in that.
Although there are some movies he can't fix, like Ghost Rider.
No, Ghost Rider's not.
Swayze and Ghost Rider. No. Sorry.
There are plenty of movies Swayze was in he couldn't turn around. Point Break comes to mind, Adam.
That's a hard-argued point at lunch.
Oh, it's no good with Keanu. Oh, Jesus. Keanu.
Speaking of which, if you have the time, HBO now has 47 Ronin. You should go watch it.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about this now that you've seen this movie, because you're my go-to guy on crappy fight movies. 47 Ronin, worth it?
I like it.
Okay.
Although you're comparing my likes to the likes of Outlander.
Okay, but to be fair, I liked Outlander.
Pathfinder and anything else with Ron Perlman.
Those movies were like fucking awful, but they were fun. Is 47 Ronin fun?
I liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely worth the watch.
I still want to have you come over some nights so we can watch The Raid together.
That would be fun.
That'd be sick. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do
Okay,
that.
shielding minions who drop arcana orbs. That's good. No, there are a lot of movies that could be improved with Swayze. I believe Batman and Robin.
Swayze Batman. Batman and
Swayze
Robin?
Batman. You could do Batman as Batman and replace Robin with Swayze.
Alright, I can see that. I can see that.
Or Penguin Swayze.
Penguin's. Oh, you're making the villain.
Yeah, making the villain.
There's an interesting idea. Swayze is the villain in movies.
He's usually a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah. He was the debonair hero. That was who he played. God, if you could stick him in as the villain, you could stick him in all sorts of movies.
Yeah.
Swayze is Saruman.
That would be awesome.
Saruman the Swayze.
Again, another old makeup Swayze.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Old man makeup Swayze. That
I feel like I'm at lunch because we're discussing Swayze more than is healthy.
I mean, we owe him a lot. Really, when you get down to it.
Ditto. Sorry that I know that. Should just take away my man card now.
Oh, damn, I just leapt to the middle of nowhere in a lightning orb.
They keep tunneling underground so my spiders can't get them.
They also have that annoying shield. You put Swayze in Star Wars.
As who? Chewie? He's definite improvement there.
Ooh, Chewie's a good suggestion, but I'm biased. I can't
Why?
just...
He'd be more effective than Chewie.
No, I know, but it's too contentious. Maybe it's Boba Fett.
But you don't really see him.
Think of how dope that scene would be, though, in Empire, where Han's on the thing, he's gonna do that, like, I love you. I know. Like, that scene was already awesome, but then it just cuts to Swayze looking pissed off, shaking his head in the back, like, getting the carbonite already.
God damn it.
He'd have high, like, 70s, 80s hair Swayze. It'd be like Roadhouse. So it'd be, like, all ripped with a big, healthy head of hair.
God.
That'd be good. That'd be good. As Boba Fett. Oh, and then he'd get tossed in the Sarlacc in the last movie.
Huh? That's it.
That's it.
What about Indiana Jones?
Ooh.
Replace the Harrison Ford.
Replacing Harrison
the king
Ford.
of Indiana Jones.
I mean, that's a hard sell. It's like saying he could be Han in Star Wars. But, you know, maybe Swayze could pull off the Indiana Jones. I don't know if he'd improve it. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah, that's a hard sell.
What if he replaced Sean Connery in The Last Crusade?
Oh, God.
Junior!
Say it like Roadhouse Swayze.
Nobody puts Indy in the corner.
I can't even. There's no topping that. That's great.
It's good.
Hey, they finally died. Where are we supposed to be going?
We're part of the Tri-Wizard tournament.
Oh, okay. Triune Monuments slaying cultists. Okay.
I'm looking for another thing on the map. I don't even want to
I'm
mess
just
with that little
tumbling.
Berlin
I
guy.
don't even know what you're doing.
You found somebody's lost wagon.
Good.
Wagon.
We're gonna steal all the stuff from it.
Oh, hey,
'cause
there's
that's how I
some
run.
guys here.
There are? I don't see any
Yeah,
guys.
no, there's a few of them. I don't know if you noticed.
I don't
There's
know
some
what
Khazra in this
I don't
area.
know what you're seeing.
I've heard tell there are Khazra in these woods.
Excuse me, gentlemen. We need some directions.
The goat men of enormous size? I don't think they exist.
We know the dangers of the fire swamp.
Ah, Princess Bride!
Inconceivable!
Princess Bride with Swayze. Why didn't we think of that?
That would be awesome.
God, you could put
Although,
him there.
again, that'd be another one where I'd want to replace the main female lead with Patrick Swayze.
Oh, how good would that be?
Awesome.
That would be the best movie if Buttercup was Swayze.
I mean, Buttercup is a pretty good name.
And then all those, like,
Swayze.
when it goes to Fred Savage and he's, like, looking at his dad, he's like, why is Patrick Swayze the first?
That would be awesome.
That is, like, the best movie you could ever have.
Oh, Swayze movies are the new funnest trend in the world.
It really is a fucking tragedy. He died for a lot of reasons. Like, I mean, you know, let's be honest.
I got a Waller.
Swayze did not give us the greatest cinematic achievements of all time, but he didn't deserve to die when he did.
No.
And now with him gone, we can't do this. We've had the best idea of his career, and it's post-mortem. It's no good.
No, it's not good at all.
What we need is what we need is the Swayze of our time. That's what we need to figure out.
So who's the Swayze of our time?
I know that's a hard question. I mean, clearly we're looking in the
Marky
action.
Mark.
Fuck if it's Mark Wahlberg. We're not going. No, it can't be. It can't.
And
be.
you know the other reason I said that is because you hate Marky Mark.
Get out of here with your funky bunch,
Man.
Mark Wahlberg. The only actor I hate more is Cuba Gooding Jr.
Hey man, Men of Honor is on HBO now.
God, no, we're not even going there. No,
I like that movie.
The Swayze of our time. That's a hard question. Because Swayze was like, between action and comedy. He was doing romance movies. I think it might be Gerard Butler. That's who's coming to mind for me.
It's pretty good.
He's got the romance movie. He's got the rom-com.
He's got a lot of rom-coms.
He's got the rom-com, but then he's also the action star. He's in the hard-boiled action movies. He was in Gamer. You know, he's running around as Leonidas in 300.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good.
So, okay, if Gerard Butler is the Swayze of our time, then what we need to do is figure out what movies of our time are better with Butler.
Oh, these guys suck.
What movie could be drastically improved from recent memory with Butler? Let's go with the Avengers. That's like the biggest movie franchise we got going right now.
So who are you replacing?
I mean, the Hulk is my go-to, because then you got Butler's face all like bloated.
Well, the
and
Hulk's
green.
pretty interchangeable anyways. You had Edward Norton for a while.
That's the problem,
now
is
you
the
got
Hulk's
Bruce,
changed too much.
What's his face?
You could make him Hawkeye, but Hawkeye just sucks, so it feels like a waste.
Cap's Rai-Rai's pretty good at Cap.
Ooh, wait.
He's pretty good.
We could do, you could do Captain America.
Robert Downey, you can't replace Iron Man.
Robert Downey
plays
is doing a pretty good job of that.
Iron
And,
Man.
Gerard Butler, I don't know if he'd work out so well as a Tony Stark.
What about a Loki or a Thor?
Thor? He could pull off Thor.
Yeah, I can see that.
We lose a Hemsworth. The ladies wouldn't be happy about that, although they do seem to have an affinity for Gerard Butler's screaming drunken ways.
They just need to make Gerard Butler grow his hair out, and he'll be good.
What if you threw him on the villain's side?
As a Loki?
Could be Loki. Loki was basically the villain in the first one. Who's the villain in the new one? Oh yeah, Ultron.
Ultron?
Ultron. I guess Gerard Butler
The
could...
movie's kind of named
Yeah,
after
Age of Ultron. But, he could, like, voice him, but that's not really the same. That's like, Gerard Butler's gonna replace Darth Vader instead of James Earl Jones. It's not really him. It's a suit. Guy voices him.
Suit.
A really elaborate robotic puppet.
Yay! That'll increase his likability. So, you're not doing a very good job, Gout, at tanking over here.
I mean, they don't really listen to me, mostly because they know you're weak. And they're like, Gout, get out of the way. Our fight's not with you. It's with Wrinkles.
Wrinkles is like, get the fuck away from me! Spiders! Go! Oh god, they're coming up behind me now. Oh man. Gerard Butler. Yeah, I'd take that.
I was actually trying to think for comedic effect of throwing him in some kid movies, but then I remembered he's the voice of Hiccup's dad in How to Train Your Dragon. So he's gonna get that kid movie cred.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler, stand-up guy. Swayze of our age. He doesn't have the head of hair for it, but the beard makes up for it.
He does
An
have a pretty
impressive
epic
beard.
Yes, he does. I like that. We'll bring it up at lunch
We
tomorrow
will.
and see what
we'll
Adam
sample the
We'll-
Swayze of our time.
we'll report
Mr.
back
Gerard
next
Butler.
week.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know. It's an important question to ask.
It's Gerard Butler. I don't think Adam's going to be happy with it.
No, he's never gonna be satisfied. It's not Swayze.
Well, what he really wants is hologram Swayze to come back and
Ooh, you
keep
could
acting.
robot put him into things.
Yeah. CGI. Could you imagine acting against a green screen so they could CGI in Swayze?
You're in this movie.
With Patrick Swayze.
Just imagine it. Keith, I know you're just a grip, but can you get up on stage there and just, just hum a few bars from Ghost? Help us get into the position we need here.
Bad plan.
No, this is the plan. We go in the front.
Well, okay, Mr. Regenerate Hell.
Talk shit, get hit.
I strike at your heart. Is that where I'm supposed to kill them? I don't quite know where I'm
The
aiming.
guy does look a little lost right
I
now.
can't see
Yeah,
things.
kick from one end of the balcony.
I'm attacking this tree.
Grab that orb.
What's happening? Where am I? Ouch. I don't actually know. That guy's hitting me with a club though. I don't like that.
He's down.
Well,
Game
I'm gonna
on.
throw some spiders over here. Good thing they know where they're going, because I don't have a damn clue. Why is that guy standing in the void?
He thinks it was a way to escape, and that's the last Traverse environment.
Yay! We got some stuff.
Let's get our ass back to town.
Alright. I'm gonna put on some clothes. I think. That's,
Well, I think we've learned some important things here today.
is that what we've done?
I think we've learned that not only is Gerard Butler the Swayze of our time. Can I
Hey,
shut that guy up?
an order of crusaders is a very important thing.
Guy's interrupting my closing.
Yeah,
Just
jeez.
not even allowed. Butler's the Swayze of our time. And if that's the case,
Are we camera?
we need to know... Yeah, look at the camera. That's what normally we do with the closing. I'll even
Wait,
bring us
what?
back to full screen.
Huh.
If Butler's the
Hi,
Swayze
camera.
of our time, we need to know what movies he was to improve. So let us know in the comments what you wish Gerard Butler had been in.
Or what you think he could improve on.
And once we have this information, we're going to take it back to our people, and we're going to see if this holds up. Our Swayze Butler connection. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been episode 3 of Wrinkles and Gout.
Sayonara? Is that how we're closing things now? I don't even fucking know. Adventures
Wrinkles
of
and Gout. Old man heroes.